Do you like how my ruler looks like a hag? She looks just like me.
Time to throw Shiwa out a window. You know that annoying vassal in CK3 you always have assassinated. Literally me.
Oh no! Oh no! How many of you guys have stacked intrigue? Alright, I'm gonna start, bros. I'm gonna start in... now. Here in the Castle Primer. Acquire an heir, then complete your ambition to win. Your first reign will likely end in disaster. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Does that mean that I'm dense? Are they calling me stupid? Keep an eye on the region's schemes. If they pass all their stages, they'll win the game.
No, the crown is extra the C.
And it makes my head dense. It destroys my brain cells just like streaming does. Be careful of the region's defiant stat. If it gets too high, the regions may rebel against you. To win for the nobles, you have to pass all 3 stages of your scheme. Each stage requires you to get stats to certain levels, which are affected in votes. How you vote is up to you for your region's scheme to stop other schemes or for the good of the kingdom. So within your own faction, I guess you have to vote. Nobles rebellions. If your defiant stat is high enough, you can rebel. This pauses your scheme and is risky.
If you give me money and crunch, I won't rebel.
Each season, you'll get 3 events to play. Click on 1 to get started. Oh, these are the 3 events. This is the list of players. I can see how much money you have.
You better not tax us.
What's wrong with taxation,
what
chat?
What the fuck? Who gave her access to our bank statements? Taxes and we revolt.
Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and unproven. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant in your place. Professional voice acting. To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir. My question is this: when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time.
My fellow countrymen, we must ensure the queen is yeeted into the river. RO represent that she can be easily yeeted out of power.
My preference is forcing everyone to do a blood oath, obviously. It's vote time. It's vote time. Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright. Yeah, okay, alright. I get the point, chat. I get the point. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head.
Note the chiefs
Is it your imagination?
The most esteemed queen being thrown into
or
the
are
river.
some of the nobles stifling giggles? Emmy of the Lietzu bloodline, legendary former bandit, stands out before a blazing hearth, roaring with arms outstretched. When have the barons of the March backed down from a fight? Never. I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful queen, on the throne. What scheme should the barons pursue to overthrow the new queen and place their preferred claimant, Emmy, on the throne? Intimidation, uprising, or gunpowder? Looks like gunpowder won. Fantastic. The Republic of Kurth has a substance called gunpowder. With enough of that, the barons could take over the kingdom. To advance their scheme, the barons must lower authority to 4 or less in 2 seasons. I'm a professional authoritarian. Alright, blue bros, get your votes. Get ready to vote. Chiefs of the North. BORK of the Lupum clan, charismatic northern hero, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, droning as if in a trance. Chiefs of the North. We all know I should be the one on the throne, not this imposter queen, Chiwa. How do we make that happen? What scheme should the chiefs pursue? Subterfuge, doppelganger, or prophecy? You guys really want prophecy? Are you guys gonna start a cult? What is this?
As it was foretold.
Lisan al-Ghaib. The chiefs plan to realize an ancient northern prophecy. Before the new king rises, the kingdom will be ruled by a mad tyrant. To advance their scheme, chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. What?
Patricians rise up. It's time to get this bread.
Oh, you guys are working against each other. Alright.
8 nobles.
Alright, patricians, green bros, get ready to vote. Rhoda, of the username Taken family, sinister coastal elder, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, muttering in frustration. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Chiwa.
The match
Something must be done. What scheme should the patricians pursue, Green Bros? Sorcery? Conspiracy or corruption? Get your votes in, patricians. You guys should have been of one mind. It seems like those of you who are sorted into different houses,
Coast is just
you have differing opinions. Chiefs are the only ones united. I feel like the chiefs are gonna win. I can conquer a house divided.
We northern Bururus will use our dragon shouts to schizo shout and make the green and reds piss their pants.
Is that how that works? To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 3 seasons. Now that you're queen, you need personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not? Pah! I'd like to see you try. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers, your majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. I think I'm going with Varangian Guard. Bearded oafs with axes and no manners. They'll get drunk and cause trouble in the palace. No discipline at all, and I can't guarantee they won't run off on some random quest. But they're honorable. And in a fight, unbeatable. Obviously, I have to go with the Varangians.
On brand.
A prediction. Chief John Smooth. Your Highness, excellent news from beyond the sky. As your greatness knows, I'm an amateur astronomer. I have seen that a solar eclipse is on its way, visible from the north. We must encourage the kingdom to gather beneath the dark sun and experience this once-in-a-lifetime event. Great God, no! An eclipse is a warning from the 9th god, a sign that the kingdom has fallen to shadow. Wait, is this just the comet event? Comet cited -1 stability?
See chat, the north has big brain people.
All the nobles start talking at once. Oh no,
I wish
the
we
economy!
Lived in more enlightened times.
The economy fools! Some are excited, some horrified, but all are very loud.
Not the economy. The comet is good actually.
Listen, I have to think about the economy, chat.
The economy is in shambles, we will never recover,
The
brothers.
economy, bros, the economy.
If only we had comet sense.
The economy, bros. Alright, get ready to vote, chat. A, B, or C. A is focus on holy protection against this eclipse. Cringe.
So will this affect year of corn prices?
B is encourage visitors to the north to witness the event. I love trade.
Farming.
I love it when the number goes up, chat. And C is these sun-obsessed fools should focus on their land, not the sky. If only people had common sense. I'm glad that the chiefs are so unified. Do you see how unified the chiefs are compared to all the other factions? In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Her name is Chiwa Duster. She streams every day on twitch.tv. Your mother? Why haven't you found a spouse yet?
United by ourselves.
No, I haven't. How do I do like the... Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy. I'm busy.
Is this getting too real, chat? Real
I'm
conversation
busy.
with Koa's mother.
You'd better find the
Even
time.
in the game,
Don't
your
worry.
mom is
I'll
the
take the
only
liberty
woman you
of
can
finding
talk to.
eligible candidates.
It's a phase, mom.
What
How
is your
old, Chai Bird?
preference? Men, women, or
should
do you
get
not
married
mind?
already.
The women. I love women. Amidst dark and foreboding forests, a small, squat castle stands watch over the Marcher border. There, at the end
Winning.
of the kingdom, a plot is hatching. Look here, our first shipment from Kurth. Incredible. May I see inside? Careful with that torch, you fool. You'll blow us to smithereens. So this is the fabled black powder. Oh yeah, that's a woman. So this is the
Looks
fabled
like a
black
visual
powder.
novel so far.
Incredibly powerful, but we'll need much, much more to put you on the throne.
Better
What
dead
voice
than
did I do
red.
for her? For the next stage of the Baron's schemes, they must raise their trade to 5 in 4 seasons. What is your trade at? 5. It's already at... You guys are just gonna win. You guys are just winning. That's it. Blue bros, green bros, you
My
can't...
fellow honorable barons, we got him.
You can't just let the Barons
Red is
win.
SUS.
Far to the north, where snows blanket the landscape and wolves
go on
howl
raids,
in the
dudes.
night, the
Up to
chiefs
Lindisfarne we
uncover
go.
an ancient prophecy foretelling the rise of a tyrant queen and the warrior who will overthrow her. This isn't what the prophecy says would happen. Right! Wasn't there supposed to be a tyrant queen? Something about drowning the kingdom in blood? Aye, keep your hat on. He's not wearing a hat, he's bald. We're not there yet, but she
Drown
needs a
going
bit
in
of
blood.
encouragement. That's all. A few more executions, unjust imprisonments, that sort of thing. Then the prophecy will be fulfilled and BORK will rise. BORK!
Fortune favors the bald.
Lisan al-Gaib! Muad'Dib BORK Atreides!
BORK unite behind Kratos and BORK.
Eligible options. Is it my mom again? I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall, where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. I don't even get to see them? Alright, let's see the eligible bachelorettes. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Sorcha, firstborn daughter of the Northern Pyramburns clan. She's your typical northern lass, as far as I can tell, big and loud and all the social graces of a goat. But means well. From the coast we have Herona, the wealthy heiress to the Lady Patrician's Ludgwyn's estate.
Why?
She wasn't originally the heiress, but her elder sister had an
Amina,
unfortunate accident. She loves to go hunting, which isn't a common
What?
hobby among the patricians. And apparently, she has a dark side, though I don't know much more about that.
I'm parasocial for her. Don't you want an intrigue-stacked wife?
She's kinda mysterious. And finally, we have the Marches offering Tabecca, scion of the prestigious Bathwater Gamer Girl bloodline, a typical baroness, really, loud and brash and self-absorbed, but well-meaning. I liked Herona the most. I yearn for the dark side. Your wedding to Herona is,
This
naturally,
is why I wanted to
the
vote
talk
C to be a little more merciful.
of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party.
Barons have faith to make up for low military.
It feels as though
BORK
you're the
does
only
not
one
need
not
farming.
taking part.
We only need to
Instead,
hunt
you're
and
getting
fish.
ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's
Chiefs, we don't
Cathedral
need farming
with
where we
Herona
are
at
going.
your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do. Then I pronounce you queen and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast. And after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Herona, refuses to dance at all, preferring, instead, to brood in the corner.
I pronounce you, siblings.
By the time you find yourself alone with Herona, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. Did you see the 8 crows perched on the church tower as we walked into the cathedral? A dire omen. I can fix her. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Your words
Goth
don't
GF.
seem to sink in. Instead, Herona bursts into tears. The peasants have the right
Big
idea.
titty goth
They get
GF.
married for love, not for politics. Oh, to live the simple life of a commoner. You comfort Herona
We
long
told
into the
you
night,
you married a Menhira murderer. If
listening
you
as she
wanted a
expresses
goth GF, you should have picked the counts.
her doubts and fears. As dawn breaks, she falls asleep on your shoulder. Exhausted. I can fix her, bros. I can fix her. Back in the north, at Chief Insane Crackhead's,
This is all our
Clan
plan
hall.
to make she will help us.
A congregation of God speakers huddles around the tablets. Praise Morgana. The tablets are genuine. Then the gods are good, and we are blessed, and BORK will be our king. All hail the Lord Render. Cheers circle the clan hall. A mug of ale is tipped over BORK's head. The influence of the old gods is spreading. We must ensure we keep the old ways of the North alive, and surely Morgana will bless us with the power to crown BORK.
Listen AL BORK, listen AL BORK, listen AL BORK.
Your August Majesty, our pirates are more aggressive than ever. They follow a pirate queen who calls herself the Bloody Gull. You post an impressive bounty on the Bloody Gull's head and wait. And wait. And wait. 6 weeks later, the pirates have taken near total control of the Ghost Sea. The bounty on the pirate queen's head
brothers.
has
Our
not been
patrician
claimed.
brothers are actively sabotaging our chances. I give up.
By all accounts, she is healthier and wealthier than ever. Send the Navy to assault her stronghold. Listen,
Remember the
30% is
patricians
not bad
voting
odds.
for ending trade with Kurth? The chiefs send their regards.
Look,
Get fucked Pats KEKW. Oof. My sons.
oof.
Omega KEKW. That's what you get, Pats. How unexpected.
They can't even rebel
KEKW.
now. They can technically
How do I
rebel.
rage quit? Pats should
They
have
can
went to
technically
Magic
rebel,
Route.
chat. But they'd fail.
Patricians, you should rebel with your military of one LOL.
Far to the north, an ancient ceremony in a smoky clan hall reaches a fever pitch. BORK, the chief's claimant, sits atop a throne of bones surrounded by god speakers chanting in a forgotten tongue.
BORK BORK BORK.
And thus, with Morgana as my witness, I hereby crown you the king in the north, the Lord Render, soon to be king of all the kingdom. Glory
BORK,
to the
BORK,
Lord
BORK.
Render, chosen of Valtor. Glory to Morgana and the north. The assembled chiefs
The king
roar
in the
in
north.
chorus with each
BORK,
other.
BORK.
Steins are
BORK
smashed
needs his
against one
Viking
another
true
in
and right.
celebration. Now we must bring down the false queen in the south and fulfill the prophecy. The only question is how. Lure the queen to the north and sacrifice her in a pagan ritual, or sacrifice thousands of goats to the old gods and call upon them to intervene. Look at how unified
Barons
they
rebel,
are.
Their defiance is 0. And
Look at how
GLB would be fun.
unified they are.
BORK 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 down with the false BORK.
This is literally. Why are the chiefs so unified this game? So it is destined.
We are totally
so it will
loyal
be.
and can be trusted, BORK.
Lisan al-Gaib. Spread the word to all Morgana's
One
children.
mission,
The
one
Lisan
God,
al-Gaib has risen,
one BORK.
and the false queen will fall.
Be
For the
drink with
final
mushroom.
stage of their scheme, the chiefs
queen,
must keep
it
their
is your
defiance at
bodyguard.
1 or less for
It's
one
dangerous
full
north.
season.
We need to go north.
Bros. Your quest for an heir is
There's a
finally
big and
complete.
obvious
You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. The assembled nobles break out into
Say
polite
get successful.
applause. By
People
designating an heir, you have cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter. What is her name? Chiwatu?
Better go, well, let's go. Go with a sequel.
The Blood Oath? Wait, did the
gonna
chiefs just
carry
win?
The Civil War. Show me the Herald of BORK. BORK BORK BORK. It's all BORK for now. BORK,
Your
BORK,
Majesty, most
BORK,
exciting
BORK,
news
BORK,
today.
BORK, 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 BORK,
The
BORK,
Northern
BORK,
Chiefs
BORK,
are
BORK,
pledging
BORK,
themselves
BORK,
fully
BORK,
to
BORK,
our
BORK,
cause
BORK,
in the
BORK,
ongoing
BORK,
rebellion.
BORK, BORK, BORK,
I suppose they
BORK,
finally
BORK,
realized they
BORK,
didn't
BORK,
want to be
BORK,
ruled
BORK,
by an
BORK,
uptight
BORk,
baron
BORK,
from the
BORk,
march.
BORk, 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 BORk,
They
BORk,
invited you
BORk,
to
BORk,
send an
BORk,
accord
BORk,
of
BORk,
friendship
BORk,
and
BORk,
witness
BORk,
their
BORk,
commitment
BORk, BORk,
of
BORk, BORk,
unwavering
BORk,
loyalty
BORk, BORk,
in a
BORk,
special
BORk,
ceremony,
BORk, 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 BORk,
some
BORk,
kind of northern custom involving a blood oath.
BORK in the highest and peace to his people on earth.
Is this necessary? Your Majesty, if I may disagree, Northerners take their traditions very seriously. Entertain them for a short while and you'll gain a valuable ally. I've taken the liberty of arranging the trip. Chief Insane Crackhead was most helpful in the preparations.
BORK moment.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Trip, BORK.
I don't want to get executed in a pagan ritual. No. Indeed, don't forget to pack your best coat, Your Highness. We couldn't do with you catching frostbite. You'll be leaving at the end of the week. I don't see any reason for delay. Before you head north, however, may you make sure to check in with Herona. I hope you don't get mauled by a bear or something. By all that glitters. I've just cursed you by saying that out loud. Haven't I? Did she just death flag me? Look after Chiwa II while I'm gone. Will you? Of course. I'll make sure she doesn't get into any trouble.
I hate BORK. I would pay respects, but we're currently in the middle of rebelling, so...
The journey north is long and arduous. After your carriage gets stuck in the mud a third time in as many days, you wonder if maybe you should have diverted more funds to northern infrastructure. Such a pleasure to see you, Your Greatness. I hope the ride wasn't too difficult. How are you finding the north so far? It's rubbish, though he tries to hide it. His face twitches in annoyance. Then he forces a laugh. Your Highness, allow us to change your mind. We've got food and drink laid out for you, some of the north's best meats. Do tuck in. The food is pretty good, and the music's not bad either, though you're not sure what the bard is singing about half the time. Lovely song, I think. Isn't it? This one's about a tyrant queen who's overthrown by a young warrior chosen by Valtor, a new favorite of mine. Chill runs up your spine, but you shake yourself out of it. It's just the draft. Almost as soon as you polish off your meal, Chief Insane Crackhead summons you out into the cold. You find a mass of chiefs circling a gigantic, barren oak tree in the distance. A northern god speaker chants a deep, droning incantation in a language you don't understand. Now, if you would just stand below the tree, please, that's it. You stand beneath the tree beside the chanting god speaker. You spot a dagger in her hand, but no sign of a goat or a cow or any other sacrificial creature. Now then, chiefs of the north, it is time to take your oath. Do you all swear fealty to the one true king from now until your dying breath? The chiefs respond with raucous shouts of approval. Hold on a minute! I'm not a king. I've lost my fucking mind. Is this part of the ritual? Hold on a minute. I'm the queen, not the king. Then raise your axes with me, siblings, and let us bear witness to the start of a new age. The Lord Render, chosen of Valtor, will now be bathed in the blood of the pretender. Just then, the God Speaker grapples you from behind. As her knife kisses your throat, you try to shout. Only a gurgle comes out. Your Northern Honor Guard stand idle as your throat is slit, clearly content with what's happening. You collapse to the ground and everyone cheers. Just as you're on the edge of consciousness, BORK! The chosen of Valtor ambles up to you, kneeling over your body. The queen is dead. The queen is dead. Long live the king.